You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast with your host, Safan. Transmission will commence momentarily.
How you doing, guys? This is the HighlyEvolvedPodcast Podcast. My name is Safan. Before we start, I just want to say, if you are not a real American patriot, please exit this channel. This channel is only for real American patriots. And on that note, guys, I want to start the show by reporting you the story about what just happened. Jeff Bezos, right? You don't know who Jeff Bezos is. Jeff Bezos is the CEO of Amazon. The reason why I'm making this video right now, he just unveiled a new thing called the Blue Moon Lander, right? It's basically a space shuttle to the moon, right? And this moon landing, he's reportedly gonna be launched to the moon within the next few years, right? The reason why I'm captivated by the story is because that there's clearly agenda driven here, right? These billionaires, right? Why all these billionaires have sudden aspiration to travel to space, right? So this infatuation of traveling to space, into the heaven, right? First is Elon Musk, right? SpaceX. Richard Branson with his space program. Jeff Bezos with his Blue Moon shuttles, and Robert Bigelow, I think. Robert Bigelow. There's another billionaire, right? He's having a space Lunar, right? And you ever wonder, like, why are all these billionaires creating these space program, right? They're advocating space travel. They advocating transhumanism. They advocating AI, right? Why is this agenda pushed all of a sudden, right? Why are they pushing this agenda and this narrative, right? Why are they pushing transhumanism, right? It's because I think, in my opinion, they're because the thing with billionaires, they love the power that they have, right? They love the power they have, and they know that in their body right now, the human body, the mortal body of the human, it doesn't last forever, right? It doesn't last. There's a time limit on the human body. Everybody can die once. Everybody time's gonna die. That's one thing that nobody can escape. That's one thing that billionaire cannot escape. That's the one thing that billionaires are the same with everybody else. They eventually gonna die, right? See, the thing with billionaires, they don't want to be like everyone else, right? They don't want to be like everyone else, right? They think they're above everyone else. I'm not hating billionaires. I'm just saying they have this clear agenda, the way they think, their thought processes. They love this power so much that they don't want to lose it. So they try to how do I say this? Transition their body into another life form. That's why they're pushing transhumanism so much, putting their brain into a computer, right? Having humanoid body. That's why there's a lot of humanoid robots right now. All right, you think it's for war weaponry, right? It's not. It's a different agenda. All right, they probably try to transition themselves into these humanoid androids, right? It's already shown in movies, right? Because when you look at movies, it's foreshadowing what's gonna happen, right? The Matrix, downloading your brain to a computer, and then the computer can live your life, right? And then the computer live forever, right? Immortality, all right? That's one thing they can't. That's one thing that there's the same as everybody else. One thing they can't escape, right, is death. Everybody will die, even the billionaire. So this is why they're pushing this agenda of transhumanism so much. This travels to space, right? Defying God, right? This travel to space thing, you know what it is? Is a defying of God. That's what it is. First is the Tower of Babel, with Nimrod building the Tower of Babel, and God told him you can't do this, right? Defying the rules of nature, right? By traveling to space. Now, why are they traveling to space? Trying to colonize another civilization with robots or whatever they want their agenda is, right? Now, what they don't understand is that the space is heavily radiated, right? There's all these radiations. How are you gonna travel into the Van Allen belt, right? Is a belt of radiation outside the Earth, right? This is one thing that prevent how I'm gonna say this, that people think that the moon landing is fake is because how are you gonna travel through the radiation belt without getting radiation on you and die from radiation poisoning, right? You think a thin piece of titanium gonna block radiations? You really think that a thin tin or what kind of metal material radiations will still penetrate that? Okay. You think that the space shuttle is a vessel that could repel radiations? That can't happen. All right. Radiation will penetrate to the spacecraft like nothing. Why you think this International Space Station is only at the stratosphere, a little above the stratosphere, just hanging right there? It doesn't travel all the way up there. Okay? Because when you go to a certain distance away from Earth, between the moon and the Earth, there's a radiation belt that they have to go through. All right? This is one theory that people think, that we never travel into space. Well, let me rephrase that. We never travel to the moon. Okay? Because of this radiation belt. How are you able to travel to this radiation belt, come back without being extremely sick? Because when you travel into space, it's extreme radiation. And now Jeff Bezos tried to do all these moon landing. There's an agenda driven here. There's clearly an agenda. What, to harvest gas? Helium-3, whatever they call it? It's ridiculous, man. Jeff Bezos, all these billionaires who travel to space, they clearly have an agenda. Either something's going down on Earth and they know about it and they don't want to admit it, or something. Either they know something is up, that people are going to die, or something, or that's why they're pushing the space exploration so much. What is it? You gotta ask the question. What is it for Jeff Bezos? What interests him to land on the moon? What serves his best interest? Travel to Mars. Elon Musk say we want to travel to Mars. We want to travel to Mars. All right. For what reason? There's clearly an agenda. You gotta ask that. What is the agenda? Why are we traveling? It just bothers me, man. It just bothers me, Jeff Bezos, these billionaires. It's always the billionaire who have all these crazy ideas, right? Because what people don't know is that, look, billionaires believe in astrology, right? Billionaires believe in astrology and horoscope and astronomy, right? This is all saying, millionaires don't believe in astronomy, but billionaires do. All right? Billionaires believe in numerology. Millionaires don't believe in numerology, but billionaires do. All right? That's what people don't understand. All right? Numerology, gematria. These billionaires, they know all about this stuff. And people seem to avoid it. You can't dismiss astrology. A lot of our history based on astrology. A lot of our religion based on astrology. Okay? Don't you know that the Muslim faith, the moon, the crescent moon, is not really a crescent moon? It's a crescent Venus. It's a planet Venus. That's what it means. Now people know about this. All right? You can see Venus in the daylight when you see it. It's the stars. Wandering stars. But astrology have a lot of relationship with religions. The old Christianity is based on astrology. The way. Okay? Greek mythology based on astrology. So there's got to be a reason why these billionaires focusing on space a lot. and he just released this space shuttle. All right, this lunar moon, blue moon, lunar lander. It looked like a ball. It looked like if you haven't seen it, it looked like a golf ball with on a tripod, like look on PVC pipe. That's what it looks like. And you can tell me this thing is capable of traveling to space. This vessel with thin aluminum or thin, I don't say aluminum, I don't know what material it is. Titanium. I'm sure radiation could penetrate through titanium. I'm sure radiation could penetrate to any metal right now. All right. I'm still in doubt that they could invent metal that could protect us from radiation. Do you think that suit? Do you think that suit that they had, the yellow suit that have the hazmat logo, do you think that's enough to protect from radiations? Heck no, I don't think that's enough to protect from radiation. If that's enough, look, if that suit that they wear on science fiction channel that's yellow, if that suit was able to protect radiation, wouldn't you think that they are able to wear that suit down to Fukushima and retreat those radiation rats? No. Those suit is a facade. That suit doesn't do anything. So if they can't invent a suit that expels radiation, what makes you think they could invent a vessel that could block the radiations? Okay, and if you travel that much in space, think about the micrometeorites. All those space debris that flying around. You wouldn't think a space debris of this minute travel faster than the speed of light doesn't have enough force to penetrate the wall of the space shuttle? You're crazy. With enough speed and enough force, no matter how small it is, it could penetrate through it. And I think that our technology aren't that advanced yet. Okay? But I don't know, there's clearly agenda driven here. Why are these billionaires building the spaceships? Why are these billionaires focused on transhumanism? Why are these billionaires focused on robots? Alright? Maybe the Georgia Guidestone might have an answer. Maybe the Masonic. Maybe this Freemason. I don't know. You just gotta say word, but I just want to make this video to make people, think. Be on their toes. Alright? Alright, guys? You gotta ask questions. Always ask questions. Why? Why is this? Why is it in their best interest to do this? Because they don't have to do this. They could just retire on the beach drinking their Mai Tais. But no, they don't want to. They got enough money, they want to do all this space traveling. For what reason? You're a billionaire. You could just retire. You could find a cure for cancer, but you chose not to. You do. Look, they could find a cure for cancer. They chose not to. They rather invest in space exploration. They could donate all their money to find a cure for cancer right now. Find a cure for AIDS. But they chose not to. They wanted to invest in space explorations. What I think, in my opinion, I think cure for cancer, cure for disease are more important than space explorations. But no, they want to advocate eugenics. Look at Bill Gates. He wanted to kill. No, I don't want to say he wanted to kill people. He wanted to. He pushed all these vaccine, right? Limit the world populations. Say we're overpopulated. He's a eugenicist. All right. They clearly have an agenda here, guys. Start to think. I don't know, I'm just bothered by this because these billionaires don't have to do this. All of a sudden, they're pushing this space traveling stuff. All right, but let me know you agree. You think I'm out of my mind for thinking about this? You think it's a wrong thing to ask questions? You think you think they clearly have an agenda that they're not telling us about? You think space travel is actually possible to avoid radiation? You think You think it's impossible to avoid this radiation? Let me know if you agree. Because of that, YouTube is not sponsoring my video. This channel is demonetized, so I'm not getting nothing from YouTube. And plus, I'm not taking any donations because I want people to wake up. That's the point of this video. That's the point of this channel, to wake people up. How the world works, how reality works. All right, stop being too comfortable and start questioning more and start doing your own research. All right, guys, let me know if you agree. Should we question more? All right, if you like my video, please follow me on Twitter and get.ai. Since I'm not taking any fundings, I'm doing this for free for the passion. I want to enlighten people, make people think. That's it. That's the mission of this channel. So if you like what I'm doing, please like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. I'm trying to wake up America. Bring them back to reality. All right? And I don't know, guys. Thank you for listening. This is the Highly Evolved Podcast. My name's Stefan. And I'll see you guys in the next broadcast. On that note, guys, I'm signing out. Peace.